They usually make all the wine, but they make some beer too.
They have
Right?
lots of it's a cycling
Right?
mecca. Dave would be proud.
Henhouse Oyster Stout has a 4.8 alcohol content, which is very low for a stout. So I'm interested to how that works. They also brew it with oysters. Whoever heard of brewing with oysters?
Like
That sounds so strange.
Like the actual oyster, not like the meat of the oyster, or like an oyster shell.
Here, let's read the description, okay? We love the Bay. We are of the Bay. We brew this beer in tribute to the waterways and ecosystems that made this region of California so vital for so long. With whole oysters from Hog Island Oyster Company, just north of the Golden Gate Bridge, California-grown malt from Admiral Maltings, and an added touch of sea salt. The oysters provide calcium that brings out the chocolate and coffee notes from the roasted barley and also grant a slight brine aroma. Henhouse Oyster Stout is a beer with true terroir of both Bodega Bay and California's Central Valley.
Bodega Bay.
It is super important to us that every Henhouse beer you drink is perfectly brewery fresh condition. We believe this beer tastes best with its first 90 days, and we insist on constant cold storage from our brewery to your hands. Right? So it's supposed to has a little bit of sea salt, it's supposed to be a little briny. So that's gonna be an interesting mix with the usual stouts that we drink.
Briny, what does that mean?
So briny is gonna be kind of a salty sea flavor. So you definitely smell the chocolate notes on the nose there. Yeah, it's malty, it's chocolatey, but it doesn't taste as dark as a usual stout. You definitely taste the brine in there, although it's not overwhelming.
What about the flippin' oysters? Do you taste those?
I don't quite taste the oysters. I don't know where the oysters come in with this.
I think the briny is enough.
Here's the real question: have you ever had oysters? That's the real question.
Mm-hmm.
You have. You know.
You know, I like it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite stout in the world, but it's very original in its brewing style. So I think for originality, and you know, it still has good taste. I'd probably get like 2, maybe like 1.5. Matt's giving it a 1.
Does that mean 1 3/4?
I guess so. But yeah, that's the Oyster Stout from Henhouse Brewing in Sonoma.
I can taste the briny in it.
There you have it.